Hello guys, and welcome into part 3 of Isobel's story. Last time we just met Isobel in High Isle, and she completed her tourney. Upon completion of the tourney and gaining her knighthood, she decided to travel with us and see more of the world. So let's see where our adventure starts today. After meeting Isobel in High Isle, she has now joined us on some adventures, and we've gotten to know her a little better. While out adventuring in Bleak Rock, we see she has something she wants to say to us.
My friend, I am not in the habit of asking for favors, but, well, I just got some news from Aurelia. You remember her, my childhood friend we helped during the tourney?
Oh, yeah, I remember Aurelia. How is she?
She's gone traveling. After that business with her mother and the tourney, I encouraged her to find her own way, which is grand. Unfortunately, some of her things were stolen, including a signet ring I gave her many years ago.
Oh, is the ring important to you?
It's a signet ring representing my family's business, Velwall Mercantile. Someone wearing that ring could pretend they were working for my parents. That would be bad. Aurelia is on Stros Mackay. If you don't mind, could we go speak with her?
We'll head straight to Stros Mackay then. It sounds very important.
Thank you so much. Hopefully Aurelia will exercise a little wisdom and stay put. According to her letter, we should find her at the Screaming Mermaid Inn on Stros Mackay.
Well, can we talk a little bit more about what's going on first before we head out?
Of course. It's been a pleasure to travel with you since that day at the tourney, but we haven't had much of a chance to chat about my past. What would you like to know?
Well, why did you think Aurelia went to Stros Mackay in the first place?
I'm not sure, she didn't say. If I had to guess, she met a pretty face and decided to follow him to the island. Half of Aurelia's stories sound like the beginning to a romance novel.
You're a fan of romance novels?
I would never... Yes, of course I'm a fan of romance novels. What woman in the Knightly Order is not? Have you read Desires of the Sword? But wait, that's not important right now.
Oh my goodness. The signet ring, is it valuable?
It's not made of gold or studded with gems, no. But signet rings allow banks and trading partners to know if one of the family's agents are negotiating in good faith. Someone could cause no end of trouble for my parents with that ring.
Well, why did you give that ring to Aurelia in the first place? She's obviously not doing business for your parents.
That is a very good question. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Because... Well, that's not important right now. Let's just focus on the here and now, all right?
All right. Can you tell me why you grew up with the Jorvuls and not your own parents?
My father and the late Lord Jorvel were friends. When it came time to see to my education, the Knight Commander offered me a place in her household. It was a kindness I still thank her for to this day.
Oh, well, how long had you wanted to become a knight?
Since I was old enough to hold a branch and pretend to fight Daedra, my parents supported me all the way and set about making sure I got what I needed. So that's why Aurelia and I grew up together, as almost but very much not sisters.
And do you see your family very often?
As much as I can, but they're often out of town on business trips. We're always together for holidays like New Life, though. They were in Somerset when we won the tourney. That's why they weren't at my knighting ceremony.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Well, thank you very much for chatting with me, Isobel. We better hurry off to Stros Mackay. Once in Stros Mackay, we make our way to the inn.
There she is! Who's that with her? He looks familiar.
I can't believe the town guard didn't want to help us.
We'll keep looking, Lady Aurelia. I bet he's just laying low somewhere on the island.
Why, hello there, guys.
I remember you. You helped Isobel during the Sapphire tourney. Oh, you do seem to catch me at my worst, I must say.
It does seem so. Isobel got your letter. Were you injured?
I'm not hurt, no. Izzy must have told you what happened. I came here with a painter friend, Kiv Linders, and I thought our rooms were burgled a few days ago. Well, it turns out Kiv was the thief. He'd been after my jewelry from the start.
How did you find out that Kiv was a thief?
Something just felt off. I asked a waitress about him, and she said Kiv was well known as a swindler. I went to his room to confront him, and we tussled. In fact, I tore his travel bag, and one of my earrings fell out. Then he took off running.
What did he manage to steal besides your earrings?
Nothing truly valuable, but Isobel gave me that ring with her family crest all those years ago. I know it's important to her, and I really wanted to get it back. When I went to the town guard, they just laughed at me.
Well, Isobel and I will get it back. Don't worry.
I cannot believe you lost that ring, Aurelia. Hello, Captain Marceau. Funny to see you here.
Good to see you, Isobel. I know you're upset, but the thief may still be on the island. Perhaps more stolen goods fell from his bag as he ran.
That's a great idea. If he dropped more things as he ran, we could use the trail to track him.
Yes, go and see. Maybe he dropped the ring and it's just sitting in the street somewhere.
That would certainly be hopeful.
I've heard good things about you, Traveler. I'm glad Isobel has someone she trusts by her side. Hopefully you can find the signet ring before the thief flees Stros Makai.
Sorry, who are you?
Apologies. I'm Marceau, a captain under the Valois Mercantile banner. I work for Isabel's folks. Thanks, Sai, I got thirsty. I came here to the inn for a drink and saw Lady Aurelia bawling her eyes out at the bar.
Oh, so you know Isobel and Aurelia then?
I've worked for Isabel's parents for many years, yes. I've known both women since they were young, though I must admit, it's been some time since I've seen Lady Aurelia. I just regret I wasn't of any assistance to her.
And the city guard was no help at all?
Look around, friend. Stros isn't exactly a bastion of philanthropic do-gooders. Good luck in your search. I'll stay with Lady Aurelia, ensure she stays safe. If the thief is gone, well, Isobel will need to tell her parents about the missing ring.
Well, thank you, Captain. With that, let's head out, Isobel, and see what we can find. Oh, what's this? Betty Netch pomade?
Ugh, I can smell that from here. Is that hair grease?
Ew.
Figures.
Okay, looks like we got a heading. Let's keep going this direction, and oh, would you look at that? An engraved armband.
Could be something from our thief. If he didn't hear it hit the ground, he was probably moving quickly.
You know what? I like your way of thinking. Let's keep heading this direction. And, oh, Kiv's journal. Very insightful. Thought a little village would be a bust. Then I ran into Lady Jorvel, pretty young woman from High Isle. Set up a date at the inn to talk about art. Thought she might have some decent jewelry, but I haven't noticed anything expensive. I did see that she wore a signet ring, though. Not her own house. It belongs to the Valois Mercantile Trading Concentorium. Have to ask her how she came to occupy it. Could be useful. She chatters. A lot. But I've got her interested in private lessons. I mentioned Stros Makai and she said she's excited to have her own adventures. Oh, honey. That absolute swindler. He was nothing but trouble from the start.
If he cut through here, he went to the docks. I can't wait to get my hands on that skeever.
You're right. All right, just the docks are right this way. Although he could have hopped on any of these ships. How are we going to know which one? Oh, hey, a sweet roll.
Ooh, sweet roll. I was right. He must have gone for a ship. Let's ask around. Maybe someone saw where he went.
True. There happens to be a couple people waiting around down here. Let's see what they know. Hello there, Seek Shadow.
I am on a break, contemplating the Dark Elf there at the boats. One day I'll kill him, I think.
I was just looking for an, information on a different Dark Elf. Kiv Linders? Does the name ring a bell?
Don't know him. Someone came through here in a hurry, though. Thought about killing him, too. Quick like, dagger in the back. Didn't. Someday, maybe.
What a shame. Did he take a ship?
Probably. Ask Adra. I have other things to think about.
Well, thank you for your help. And work on your thoughts.
I don't take bribes, I'm very busy, and before you ask, no, we don't ship thorn geckos in bulk.
Efficient, but, never mind. I'm looking for a dark elf named Kiv. Has he been here?
Listen, friend, Stroh's is one of the busiest ports this side of Hughes Bane. Lots of folks come through here. But yeah, I saw Kivlinders. Seems this sly bastard has gone legit. He booked passage on a ship working a job for Velwam Mercantile.
Oh, did he? Did you happen to catch what ship he took?
Sure, he was on Didesi's ship, the Sensuous Heart. They sailed for Seydanine. Davaklarin over there can get you to Seydanine if you have coin.
Alright, well, thank you. Looks like we have our next heading.
Drake. Let's talk, my friend.
What are you thinking, Isobel?
I hoped this would be a quick trip to a distant port. Retrieve the ring, then share a drink at the docks. Instead, I have to ask if you'll sail to Vardenfell with me.
So you want to go after him?
I feel like we have to. He's already used the signet to buy a passage on a boat. My parents' business is built on their excellent reputation. What if he uses that ring to withdraw funds or cheat one of our trade partners?
You're right. Well, we're going after this Kivlinders then. We can't risk it.
Thank you, my friend. On top of what this could mean to my family, I'm just so annoyed with Aurelia. I cared. When I gave her the ring all those years ago, it meant a great deal. I can't believe she let this happen.
Look, what's happened has happened. Let's head to Seydanine and fix this.
Oh, no, he got away! Isobel, I'm so sorry. Are you going after that scoundrel?
Yes, thanks to my extremely kind companion here. Aurelia, what am I going to do with you?
I feel terrible about how this has all turned out. I do hope you go after him.
Yep, I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Good luck to you both.
With that, let's go.
Vardenfell? I may have room in my hold for one more passenger.
Well, I'd like to travel to Vardenfell. Convenient.
Not so loud. The docks have ears, you know. We set sail for Seydanine on the first favorable breeze.
That's not sketchy at all. Well, take me to Seydanine. Alright. Once in Seydanine, the best place to find information is gonna be the inn.
You're not
Someone,
a local,
we
are
need
you?
help!
I can tell. You're not covered in swamp moss.
Well, very keen of you.
Want some food or drink? Someone in the inn can get it for you. Be warned, the cook is terrible. I should know. I used to work there.
Oh, interesting. Actually, we're looking for a guy named Kiv Linders. Do you know him?
Oh yeah, I know Kiv. Men like him, they're a lot of fun. until they drag you into some scheme of theirs and you lose your job. Slimy Fetcher has already moved on. What did he do now?
He took something valuable from a friend.
Not shocking. He's a schemer. Left some stuff behind in the tavern and left in a flash. I vouched for him, so I lost my job. Feel free to look through his pack. I think he was headed for Wayrest.
God, missed him again. Well, thank you for your help.
Oh, I'm gonna have to lay off the Shane. You know that weird taste at the back of your throat when the Shane goes bad? I've got that. Yeah.
Ugh. TMI. But first, can you tell us any more about Kiv?
He's a thief, of course, and a charmer. That's how he gets you. I first met him in Evinhart. I had nothing valuable, so I wasn't a mark. I only work in places like this to pay for my alchemy studies.
Oh, really? And how did you lose your job?
He showed back up in town, flashing some merchant house signet ring. He said he'd gone straight. Spent big, charging everything to the house. Chow Chow, the cook, knew something was fishy and got the owner involved. Kiv bolted, and I got fired.
What? Well, what will you do now?
What I should do is move on, find another job, continue my studies. But part of me wouldn't mind seeing Kiv get some payback. Maybe I'll take a page from your book, sir, yeah? Track him down in Wayrest and pay him back.
I like your way of thinking. How do you know so much about what he does?
I'd known him for a while, casual, before we started up our thing. He treats a person nice when he just wants to have fun. Got a good sense of him. But live and learn and do Mark take my pride, I suppose. I'll be fine. Lesson learned.
Fair. Well, thank you very much for your help.
I've been making some experimental alchemical mixtures, and I'd love to try them out on Kiv.
Ooh, I'm gonna like you. Alright, let's investigate his pack in here. Ah, and just by the table. Here we go. In Kiv's bag we find a note. My dear Kiv, I cannot wait to see you again. As I promised when last we met, I have found a necklace fit for you. A rather elegant ruby. Red is very much your color. I feel to cement our bond, I wear the gold pendant you gave me every day, close to my heart. I know you worried that it was, as you said, a simple piece, but I treasured it more than all the other expensive baubles I own. If I am not at home when you return to Wayrest, check the market, or, of course, the Temple of the Divines. I meant what I said. The difference in our wealth matters not to me. I see you working hard, traveling, striving, and now you tell me that you will be working as an agent for a well-known trading company from the Sisters Archipelago? I know that you are a good man. I did not know how much I needed someone like you in my life. Since that fateful day our paths have crossed at the temple in Wayrest, I have prayed to the Eight every night. Mara touched us that day. We have much to talk about and so much to plan for. I'm sending this to the inn at Sedanin. As you said, it was the best way to reach you. I know your pride keeps telling you to keep working, and I understand that, but I think I can at least make your working a bit smoother and perhaps even more profitable. With your new connections and my various business concerns, we will be able to accomplish much together. I look forward to learning more about your living gods. This notion of Almizavi has always intrigued me. I have been reading about them and have many questions. Missing you terribly. Your Julius Lorden. Oh, Sounds like he got another one. Hook, line, and sinker.
Stendar help us. I guess we're heading to Wayrest.
Isobel, can you get off the table? Jeez. Yes, let's go before we get thrown out, darling. And the journey continues.
Don't be surprised if you see me in Wayrest. That fetcher deserves some payback.
I would love to see you, darling. I'll catch you in Wayrest.
Before we can go to Wayrest, though, we are going to have to pause on Isobel's companion story for today. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you want to make sure to stay up to date and get a notification for whenever part 4 goes live, make sure to subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to let me know with a like and a comment. If nothing else, thank you all so much for joining me today. And if you can't get enough of us or can't wait to see us again, until the next video, remember we are live 4 days a week over on Twitch, so you can always check us out over there at Savvy Snapdragon. Y'all have a lovely day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!